I think Frank Lampard will be key here, Peter. He's certainly going to be asked to do an awful lot. Recycling, distributing, and of course running box to box.
Yeah, we'll all keep an eye out, won't we, for those trademark arrivals into the opposition penalty area.
Yeah, those late runs which made him one of the most productive midfielders England has ever produced. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Schneider. And it's Pato. Now it's Shevchenko. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. He's dealt with that really well.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
He's gone direct here. Looking for options for movement. And Shevchenko! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Seedorf looking to pass their way up the pitch. Driving forward. He's going for goal! It's loose and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? Gattuso. So we're still where we started right now. Silvesh is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Pato. Now it's Pele. Played into space. And this is Rooney. Rooney! Pato. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cafu clears without hesitation. And he was quick to react. Seedorf. Thuram. Has a look and plays it forward. Nicely worked. Brilliantly cut out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Shevchenko. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Pele! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Yaya Toure. Now it's Pato. Cafu. Yildiz has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. That was travelling. Marcelo. Chooses to go crossfield. And it's Scholes. Rooney can so cleverly bypass the press. And Marcelo. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Yildiz. That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. Seedorf. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Pato. Schneider, looking for a runner. He's rising! And he couldn't finish.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pato. Pato powering forward here. And it's Schneider. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Marcelo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Yildiz. Pele. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Rooney. Oh, well played, well played. Pepe. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please turn your attention to the screen
The midway point of the game.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
So we're off again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Now it's Rooney. Now it's Pele. That's destined for the flank. Marcelo picks it up out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Marcelo takes on his marker. Silvestre attempts a clearance. But it's Thuram. Gattuso. Yildiz, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's been caught napping! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Rooney. Great vision. Chance, surely! Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Just about up to the hour now. Seedorf. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Yildiz. Threads one in. He's found a way through. Delivers the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Big chance, corner.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 10, Rooney.
And he's gone looking for safety.
Number 7,
Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Gullit.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And he's being shifted off it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It takes a shot! Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's a promising position. He's found space here. Impressive jump. Oh, good finish. And that could well be the winner.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Bruno Fernandes coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Now, that's what you call a luxury addition, to be able to summon someone of this calibre.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Schneider. Pato engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Hullet, distributed tidily. That has ended up in no man's land. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Schneider. Lampard never out of the action for very long. And that's a good-looking ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Gattuso. And here's Hullet. Over to the right flank.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Yildiz. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, this looks sharp. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Chance for a shot! And a neat finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Keep the ball, and you win the game. It really is that simple. And that will be the final act. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Now, can they get him away? Zanetti. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Pepe clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge. And here's Scholes. That is a little undercooked. Played out to the left flank. And it's Gullit. And here's Dimarco.
That's good play from him.
Oh, it's played into the area. Pepe tries to clear. Nice physical challenge. Rooney proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Vieri! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now he's got space here, and he plays one through. Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Rummenigge is looking wide, picked out brilliant, real chance! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Rummenigge had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
And he's worked it through. He is through here! Distributed tidily. It's a sweeping cross. Ferdinand gets it clear. So what can they make of this? And this is Rooney. And it's Messi. Looking for the run. And this is Vieri. It's a really well-measured ball. Pinches it off him. Maicon just loves to go forward whenever he can. Gattuso. Pepe. Seedorf. Guardiola makes the interception. Seedorf. And it's Gattuso. Minutes till half-time. And here's Rooney. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now the breakaway. He's a sharp little ball here. That's tidy. Maicon.
Such good technique.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Vieri. And Messi! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Thuram. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Rijkaard. And it's Maicon. Gullit. And no, he's seen through all of that. And it's Rooney. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gattuso. Looking to play him in. Dimarco. And it's Rijkaard. To Guardiola. Messi. Tries to play it through. Vieri. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vieri was alert to the possibility. And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Zanetti. No way through. Aims beyond the defence. And this is Gullit. Vieri. Big chance! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the first, Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Dimarco, looking for options for movement. Guardiola.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Thinks about the shot. It's Vieri! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Played into space. Dimarco, he's found a way through. Elects to... Oh, good effort! Goal! The goal they've been looking for. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be a...
Rooney! And that's a sharp finish. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. Manchester United cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
It'll be a throw-in. And here's Gullit. And here's Dimarco. Thuram simply refused to be outdone there. Seedorf. And the counter is on.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
And they're back on the ball again. And here's Ibrahimovic. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Beckham. Beckham with the cross. Backward it goes. And this is Hullet. Chance! Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Hullet. And it's Maicon. Baresi. Great vision. Now that's well seen too. Seedorf. Beckham gets into a good position. Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Ibrahimovic. That's a lovely, delicate pass. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Shifted it to the flank. He has found the way through. Hangs one in. Keeper's dealt with that. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Marcelo. Gattuso. Dimarco. Dimarco charging forward, the ball at his feet. Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Michael. And it's Messi. Rijkaard. Spread it left. Dimarco. Can he finish? And a neat finish. So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that. Dimarco.
Zanetti, the man that is... That's at the end. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Manchester United desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Hazard. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Seedorf. And this is Pele! Seedorf! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, well measured. He has... And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Was somewhat off target. Driving, there's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Still goalless at the moment. And here's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Seedorf. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team.
It scores! It's hit the upright. Real chance, and again. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Hazard, Bale. Bale picks it up out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gattuso. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Vinicius Junior. Hazard. Vinicius Junior. Ferdinand. And it's Scholes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pele! Oh, That was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Marcelo, he's found a way through. Swings it across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Out for a throw. It's Thuram. Seedorf. Seedorf gets across and deals with it. Marcelo with the slide tackle there. Marcelo. Pelé. And this is Pelé. Looking for the far post. Terrific effort! Ferdinand with the clearance. Aims beyond the defence. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Scholes.
Oh, really well played.
Tries a deft little ball. Scholes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Passes short and sharp. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
It's a ball kick. Hazard threads one in, and that's a good ball. That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Manchester United just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Manchester United have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So straight into the second half. Manchester United leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Now it's Gullit. Pepe does really well to win the ball there. Chance here to counter, and he's picked out the run. Well seen. He's having a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's an early cross. Van der Sar deals with that nice and simple. And now they can spring out of defence. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Seedorf. Marcelo. And it's Rooney. Bale. Oh, they can break here. And he cuts out the supply. He won't be happy with that one. Scholes. Still just a single goal between the sides. Marcelo just loves to go forward whenever he can. And the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, great leap! And that's in. That is his ton, and does he not know it? Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
le numéro 16.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Bale. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Marcelo has it out wide and in space.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Rafael Varane. And it's Pirlo. No, again there's no way through. That pass isn't the best. Lahm. Can he get on the end of this? Hazard. He has found the way through. Oh, that's neat. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Attention, changement.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Ferdinand with the clearance. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And a chance! Oh, this looks sharp. Seedorf being watched hawkishly here.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Now it's Gullit. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely spread. Elects to cross. He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Manchester United are almost home and dry now. Pirlo. Oh, good-looking ball. He's found a way past. Seedorf. Beckham. And the return pass. Beckham gets into a good position. Well, they've got it again. And it's Gattuso. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And that is expertly dealt with. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That's a delicate pass, so no flag here. Paris Saint-Germain are making a change now, so time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Numéro 21, Bale. À leur place, le numéro 25, le numéro 20. Changement.
Now he's got space here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Ferdinand. It's Cruyff. And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone.